Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, I'm done.
This is a true story that happened to me. I live in Bangalore, India, and this is a true story that happened to me when I was 13 years old. One night, around 8 o'clock, I was lying face down on my bed, my eyes closed, music playing softly in my ears. Suddenly, I felt a sharp tug on my toes. I turned and looked toward the corner of the bed, and that's when I saw it. A pale hand, just barely visible, quickly slipped back under the bed. At first, I thought it had to be my dad. He loved to play pranks on me and scare me sometimes. I got up, knocked on the mattress with both hands, and said,
"Dad, I know you're under there. Don't scare me."
In response, I heard a knock coming from under the bed. Still laughing a little, I knocked again, louder this time.
"Dad, come out! Come out now!"
I called, but then I heard my dad's voice, far away outside.
What's going on?
He was still...
Would have lost me right there. Would have lost my shit. Would have lost my shit. I pray to God I ain't on the second floor, because would have lost my shit. Would have been gone. Done for.
outside fixing the fence, and the only door to the backyard was too far away. There was no way he could have gotten outside that fast. My mom was in the kitchen making dinner, and my brother was away in another city. I froze. My heart was pounding. I bolted from the room. When I tried to tell my family what had happened, no one believed me. They said it must have been my imagination. But I know what I saw. I saw the hand move under the bed. Even if it was just my imagination.
Hey, hold on. Now, I ain't never had no experience like that, but I know I'm not the only one. They be like, you could be looking at something, you locked in, you doing whatever, and you just see something go like you just see something move. It's like a dark figure just. Now, I done had that. This, I'm telling you, if I seen a hand, I'm out of there, nigga. Fuck is we talking about? A hand? Nigga, mom's gone, brother gone, dad outside. I'm the only one in the house. I done seen too many scary movies, nigga. This is how Freddy gets you.
What about the knocking sound I heard from underneath? I'm 19 years old now, and I still wonder what was under the bed that night. But honestly, I'm just glad I didn't look.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. This story was kind of trash because we didn't dive deeper. But you know, hey.
This happened back when I was in my first year of college. I had moved to Wright Pierce City for my studies and was living in a hostel at the time. One night, a few of my friends and I decided to go out. Luckily, I had brought my scooter from home when I moved, which made traveling around easier. Of course, sneaking out of the hostel at night wasn't easy, but I had built a good relationship with the warden, and that night he helped us. There were 4 of us to start: me, Halor, Jai, and Aditya, 2 of our female friends.
Who the fuck named that kid Aditya? Let me make sure I heard that right.
Me, Halor, Jai, and Aditya, 2 of
Who named that kid Aditya?
our female friends, Neha and Sumya, were going to meet
I'm gonna assume these niggas is another race. I won't say what race I would like to think. Just another race.
us later. It took them a little while, but eventually they arrived at the spot we told them to. Now we had 2 scooters and 6 people, so we split up. Jai offered to drive Neha and Sumya, while I drove my scooter with Halor and Aditya. As we were getting ready to go, I asked Neha where we were headed. She just smiled and said,
"Just follow us."
It was winter, and the chill in the air made it harder to ride comfortably at midnight, but we managed. After a while, I started noticing how far out of the city we were. That's when Aditya asked Neha.
"Where are we going?"
Neha responded that she knew of a mall, one that had been abandoned and was rumored to be haunted. That's when things started to feel off. Halor didn't like the sound of it. Honestly, neither did I. But we'd already come this far, and I didn't want to be the only one to ruin the night, so I agreed. but Aditya leaned toward me and whispered.
Look at Sumya.
I turned to look, and something was definitely wrong. Her face was pale, and she looked uneasy. I asked,
Sumya, are you
Whole time she got motion sickness. Whole time she got motion sickness. I know that ain't the case, but hold on.
okay? Feeling sick?
She shook her head.
No, I'm not sick, but something's not right. I have a really bad feeling. We should turn back.
Neha snapped at her.
Shut up, or we'll leave you here in this forest.
Before I could
Yep, right then and there, with a locked eyes with all my homeboys. We taking her out, right? Cause mind you, one half of the group don't even know where they going. I guess the other half do, cause technically the girl not driving, she probably told them where to go. But one half don't know, so I would have looked at homeboys and we all would have been like, we didn't even have to say nothing. Like, that's how like Dion I am. Oh my gosh. Everything about it ain't right. Nothing about it is right.
Spawned. Halor suddenly asked me to stop the scooter. He said he wasn't feeling well, so I pulled over. Jai, riding behind us, stopped as well. Aditya gave Halor some water while he sat down on a milestone nearby. We started chatting and began coming up with reasons why the mall had been abandoned. Then, out of nowhere, Sumya let out a scream, a loud scream. It startled all of us. Halar choked on his water and stood up abruptly. Sumya began to cry. I rushed to her, grabbing her arms.
What happened?
I asked. Her voice trembled.
We need to leave now.
This that horror movie shit. Like, I hate when people do this and it's not even like a scary situation. I asked you a question. Why are you not answering the question and following on with another? Like we're not getting nowhere, right? Oh my God. What happened? Then they go on a whole story about something else that has nothing to do with the topic. I asked you what happened. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, please.
Neha was furious.
Stop acting childish.
She shouted, but this time Sumya shouted back.
You need to stop this. I'm not joking anymore.
That was all I needed to hear. I told Sumya to get on the scooter. We all climbed back on and headed toward town. The ride was quiet, tense. Sumya was clinging to Jai so tightly it made me a little jealous, I won't lie, but it also showed just how terrified she was. Around 5:30 a.m., we stopped at a tea stall. As soon as we parked, Sumya rushed to a chair and sat down. We gathered around her, still shaken. I asked,
Are you okay now? Do you want some water or food?
She shook her head, staring blankly.
No, just let me sit here.
Jai moved close.
Mind you, we did all of this and we still have not gotten to what happened. He asked her what happened and she still went on to just not tell him anything about what happened. We just freaked out. Everybody's in a frenzy. We was in the dark woods. Mind you, I get that they got a tan, but this was some white people shit.
Closer and gently asked,
What did you see?
At first, she said nothing, but then, as if reliving it, her face turned pale again. What she told us still gives me goosebumps. She said that as we entered the outer forest area, she had noticed something, or someone, a woman, hiding behind the trees. At first, she couldn't get a good look because we were riding, but when we stopped, and Halor sat on that milestone, she saw the woman clearly. She said the woman was standing right beside Halor. Her legs were bent at strange angles, her eyes pure white. Her skin was pale and lifeless. We were all frozen, especially Halor. He just stood there, replaying the exact moment in his head. Since that night, I've stopped venturing to the outskirts after dark, because sometimes you don't know what's watching you from the trees.
The familiar scenes appear. Do you still remember meeting each other back in 2002? Now, ROM Classic is back with memories. Log in to...
Is chat really that bad? Oh, whole time chat is in a horrible spot. I can't lie. Hold on, chat. Yeah, chat was in the bad spot. I ain't even peep.
Hi, my name is Malaysia. I'm here to tell you a true story that happened to me when I was about 7 or 8ish years old. Back then, in 2011, a tornado had hit our house. The damage was bad enough that I was sent to stay with my grandma for a few weeks until everything went back to normal. One day, my grandma had had almost all of her grandchildren over to stay the night. Let's call them Marcus, Leah, Amia, Rico, and Nina. We all slept on the floor on pallets. I woke up in the middle of the night. The time on the cable box was 3:20, 3:40, something like that. Everyone else was sleeping, and I watched the TV for a little bit when my attention drifted towards this dark hallway. I really wasn't sure why. After about 2 minutes, a figure appeared. It looked just like my grandpa, with a huge stomach, sort of a long head, but there was something off. The figure was much lighter than him. My grandpa was really dark-skinned. He seemed to walk in a strange way, more of like a limp. And something else strange was that he was walking towards my uncle's room, right across from the room he and my grandma shared. He never went in there. Being the curious little child that I was, I called out to him like, "Papa?" The figure stopped as soon as it heard my voice, slowly turned my way. Once I got a good look at his face, my heart dropped. It wasn't him. It was something else. The figure charged my way. Terrified, I hid under the covers, forcing myself to try.
You dead. Cause what the fuck? This. Okay, because the person, whoever this is, apparently they had to live at some point to tell this story. But like, niggas running at you. First off, let's rewind. You call out, "Hey, Papa, whatever." They look, they not who you think it is, and you stand there and freeze. Like, I get you scared, but you stand there and freeze? No, run, book it. You need to figure out quickest escape plan. I don't know what it is, but you need to find it. Yet, you see them and they come, they running. I know they didn't run as slow as this motherfucker did, but they running, right? And you go, undercover? Undercover is crazy. I'm just saying.
Try to go to sleep. When I woke up again around 12 or 1, later than all of my cousins, I tried to explain to them what had happened, and they just laughed at me and said they didn't believe me, except Amia, who was very quiet. When all of my cousins got up to make themselves something to eat, I looked over at Amia. She looked back at me with fear in her eyes and said, "I saw it too." This story is very much real. When I'm sitting alone thinking about it, I remember it. I can't believe I remember it to this day. I'm 20 now, and I still refuse to sleep without a blanket over my head and my bedroom door closed.
You know, I'm not a fan of that one. I can't lie. That one rubbed me the wrong way, just slightly. Just slightly.